Hey guys, this is Paula, your locker room coach in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. We are going to go over your KW websites today. So first thing we're going to do is log into your My KW account. Then we're going to go up here to the top to Technology with the drop down to KW websites. Now when you click on this, you should see a big red button that says Go to My Website. If you by chance see a notice that says your website is not ready, you need to go talk to your MCA and provide them your MLS ID in order to add to the back end of your KW profile, and that will activate your website within about a 24-hour window. So let's go into our website. And these websites are powered by Playster. So if you ever hear somebody talk about Playster, they're talking about your KW website. Getting started, this is going to walk you through step by step how to customize your website and then launch it. So what we can do is you can either click on each individual pieces of this to walk you through, or you can also go over here to Edit Site. Now, easiest way to work through this website is to work your way down and then across. So first things first, you're going to click on your IDX integration. You want to make sure that your local MLS is on. Now what you'll find is when you first log into your site, sometimes you're going to see listings from all over the country. That's because the Keller Williams listing system is on. You want to make sure that your local board is on, your local MLS, and save. Now global filters is what is going to actually show on your site. You're going to actually filter out items that you don't want. So for example, you can go to all listings and you can choose to display all MLS listings on your website and save, or you can choose to filter out listings. So in this case, I have selected a criteria of a purchase type, and I've actually asked that my site eliminate anything that is a rental. So that's up to you. Do you want all MLS listings on your site, or do you want to filter out something? You'll notice that you have a bunch of different criteria that you can add. So in this case, let's say we want to add a property type that we'd like to filter out. We can then add it, and then from there it's going to give us the options. So in this case, I want to actually filter out mobile homes from my website. In this case, there's not a combination of rentals and mobile homes. So you'll make your choice there and save. Next item you're going to see is featured listings. So these are the featured listings that are going to show on the very front page of your site. Let me show you. On the very front page of your website, as you scroll down, there's going to be a featured property list. That is what we're editing here on featured listings. What type of listings do we want to show on the front page of our site? So in this case, our MLS covers multiple different counties, and so I wanted it to show featured listings within a very specific price point within very specific counties. Once you enter in that criteria, you'll be able to search, and it'll tell you the results that you have of listings that will then rotate through your featured listing area of your website. And then save. Next, we're going to go down to theme selection. This is how you can decide what your website looks like visually. So currently this template, or Madison Metro, is what you'll see on my website right now. But you can change that. So there's a couple different themes that you can pick from. So decide which one you like the best and go with that. Now, just so you know, when you're choosing a color, it is choosing the color for your text and for your buttons. Okay, it's not going to change this header, this white header photo here. It's only going to change the text and the buttons. So you'll pick your choice on your template and then save. Next thing we're going to do is go to the slideshow. Now these are the photos that are sliding across here on your template, on your actual website. So you can choose between multiple different options on slideshow images. So you'll see the slides with this slideshow, or you can choose this slideshow with other ones. Now you can add your own custom photos. If you decide that you don't want to utilize these photos, you can upload your own. So if we go in here to select, you'll notice that you can delete the current photo and you can upload your own. They do have very specific requirements on the size of photo that you use. So make sure that you've sized the photo correctly on that. Now, with that being said, if you're uploading your own custom photos, your title of your image, however you have that image saved on your computer, is going to be very specific for Google, what we call search engine optimization, or SEO. So if you have a photo labeled luxury slideshow, how does that help people find you? You need to rename your photos on your business name, your contact information, your service area. What is your specialty? Do you do relocation? Do you do first-time home buyers? Things like that. So make sure your pictures are labeled properly to help Google rank you quicker and easier. Okay. Once you've chosen your slideshow, make sure you hit save. Then you're going to go to certifications. These certifications are anything that you've been specifically gone through additional training or classes for. Now, we can all choose equal housing opportunity as well as being members of NAR. If any of the additional ones apply to you, you'll want to select those as well and save. Then we're going to go to our social networks. This is where you can add your custom URLs for each individual page that you have, that then makes all of these social media buttons live clickable links. Let me show you, for example, we're going to do Facebook first. When you go to Facebook and you pull up your actual business page, we're going to go to Facebook and we're going to pull up our actual business page, our Facebook business page. Now this is your own custom URL right here. Now if we go back to our website, you'll notice that it's actually only requesting what comes after .com/. So what we're going to do on our Facebook page is we're going to copy what goes after that /. And then we're going to paste it into our website, and you can do that for each individual Facebook or social media platform that you have. You don't have to utilize all these. Okay, pick 2 or 3 that you're going to be really good at and focus on and post and communicate on a regular basis, and fill out those 2 or 3 that are your main focus. And always save, of course. Now your search form, depending on the theme that you chose, you may find that you have additional options here on your search forms. You may not. It's very dependent on the theme that you chose. Okay, your menu items. Your menu items are what actually show here across the top of your page. Okay, so as you continue to add additional content, you can customize your menu to tell the system what you want to show up top here. In this menu item, you can drag and drop the order in which they go. You can also make them a subcategory. And so what I mean by that is this Cary, North Carolina page, I've drug underneath, you'll see how it indents here, drug underneath listing search. Now what that means is here it's going to show as a drop down or a sub menu item. So this will make more sense once we go and look at creating additional pages and things like that, because once you create additional pages, they will be available in this drop down here on your menu to add to the menu item, and then you can drag and drop where you want them to show up on your main menu drop down or sub menu items. Okay, site info, this is a big one that you want to make sure. This is where all your contact information is going to go. What is your site title and tagline? That's going to show right here on a template. Depending on the theme you chose, it's going to show up in a slightly different place. You want to select a KW logo and make sure that that's uploaded. Now this display logo and display name and title, you're going to have to look at it. Depending on the theme you chose, they may show up exactly where you want them to, or they may not. So you're going to have to choose whether you click those based on the theme that you chose earlier. Okay, then you're uploading a favicon. Now what a favicon is these little icons that show up top on a computer on the tab so you can quickly register what that tab is about. Go to Google, find the realtor emblem, find a for sale sign, upload a picture of yourself. You can choose what that favicon needs to be. That's up to you. Then you'll fill in the rest of your information, upload a photo of yourself, fill out the details for your office. And you'll have to check with your broker in charge to see if footer links are required in your specific area. Okay. And then save. Languages would be if you want to change the language on your site from English to Spanish or to French or anything like that. Okay, next is going to be lead capture. Do you want to passively capture leads or do you want to aggressively capture leads? Passive would be the fact that anybody can search your site and look at as many properties as they want and they're never asked to register. Aggressively capture leads means that people will, after they click on 2 or 3 photos, they're going to be asked to register and create an account. You have to make a choice there on what you want and what you feel most comfortable with. And then you'll want to add your email of when somebody registers on your website and there's a lead, where do you want to be emailed? Okay. If you've bought your own domain, you can point your own custom domain to this website. Otherwise, it is set up as very similar to your KW email. There are instructions over here with step-by-steps on how to get your custom domain in, on whether you bought it on GoDaddy or Hover or anything like that. Okay, and then once you've followed those instructions and added your own custom domain, you'll type your domain in here and save it. But you got to follow the instructions first. All right, these next couple, site tracking, site verification, and SSL certificate. You're not required to do any of those. Now, if this is something that you want to go one step above and you're really techie, go ahead and do that. But what I would suggest is you can actually go to Google and Google Analytics with instructions on how to complete this. Okay, that's what you choose. So we're going to go right back up to your, we've been in site settings. That's what we just worked through. We're next going to go over to pages, and these are actually standalone web pages within your website. So you can add and customize anything that's in here. Go into the ones that are already there, that are the templates, customize them a little bit for yourself. And then you can go and add pages on your own. So for an example, I added pages about careers in KW. So this, well, obviously that doesn't work. Let's go to, there we go. All right, so I have added a page with KW's trainings, their accolades that they've created, okay? So all I did there was add a new page. Typically, you're going to use the default page template. That's the one you're going to utilize most often because that page actually is just a blank page with all of this space to work with. So default page template, you're going to give the page a title. That title is what's going to show up here and also under the name of your menu item. Then you're going to type in all the content. It works very similar to a Word document. You can copy and paste. You can link something to another site. Okay. You're going to be given the option to add this page to your menu. Do you want it to show up here and drop down? Do you want it to show as a sub-menu item? What do you want to do? Do you want to add it to your menu and do you want to organize it? And then you can go ahead and put meta titles and meta descriptions in each page. Now, a title is a quick blurb about what this page is. The description is a full couple sentences about what this page is about. Okay, be very specific and only about this page. Okay, so those are pages. You can go in and you can add unlimited amounts of content. What are local things to do in your area? What are the biggest attractors to people? Do you have a performing arts area? Do you have a university that's really well known in your area? Where are the best places to eat? Where are the best parks? Things like that. You can add as much content as you want on your site. The more information you have, the more content you have, the more keywords that Google's going to tap into and find, and the quicker you'll rank. Video is huge as well. Video and YouTube videos will rank on Google faster than your website ever will. So go create some videos for yourself about introduction, who you are, your team members, and add those videos into your website as well. Then you're going to get over to blog posts. This is if you're choosing to blog. Okay, if you want to continuously add content to your blog on your website, you can. Now, the key to that is it has to be consistent. You can't start and post one blog post and then never post another one for another year. That doesn't help your ratings or rankings on Google. Okay, so for blog posts, you have to decide, am I going to blog or am I not? And if the answer to that is you're going to, then you need to consistently add content at least once or twice a month. Okay, and that works very similar to pages where you'll go, I want to add a post. It's going to ask you for a title. It's going to ask you to type the content. It's going to ask you to take a little excerpt of that content so they can see. Let me show you. I'm not sure you'll be able to see it on this home page. All right, so here, for example, this blog, this is the excerpt. This is the excerpt. So it's showing just a little brief information about what that blog post is about. And then the featured image is what you're seeing here on these individual posts. Okay? And then, of course, you will save. Now, testimonials. The great thing about our KW website testimonials is that we can copy and paste. So we don't have to send our clients directly to our website to leave a testimonial. We can take whatever they've written for us or whatever they've posted on Facebook or Google and actually copy and paste it into our website just to keep those up to date. And then areas, you can create custom areas specific to subdivisions or cities or counties, okay? And those are going to be pages that are specific to that area, that subdivision, and it's going to pull real estate information for that subdivision. You can write a page and additional information on what are the amenities, what is there to do in that area, etc. It helps narrow down from your entire MLS to specific subdivisions and areas that you want to focus on. Okay. Once you're done customizing all of that, your site is ready to launch. And so when you're first starting this, there'll be a button up here that says Launch Site. And that's the last thing you want to do is click that button that says Launch Site. And that then makes it a live searchable site on Google. Okay. Now at that point in time, you can start marketing your website. Put it on business cards, share it on your Facebook page, etc. So in this case, let me copy I went here to View Live Site so I can see what the normal consumer would see on my website. I'm going to copy that URL up top and I'm going to share it on my Facebook page. Hey, check out my new website. Okay. Now, one thing I would encourage you to do is once your website is up and running, our goal is to funnel and lead people to our website. We don't want to lead them to Realtor.com or Zillow.com or anything like that. So make it part of your lead generation that you're sharing your favorite listing of the week or something like that out from your website. If you're blogging, share your new blog post, once or twice a week, so you are funneling people to your website. So if you are ever planning on sharing listings that you found that you really, really like, share them from your website. Don't share them from Zillow. Don't share them from Realtor.com. Don't do that, because then you're funneling potential leads to those companies, not to yourself. So the best thing you can do is go straight to your website and search for homes in your specific area. And let's say we want to grab the most expensive ones. Let's share this one. So all you have to do is click on that listing that you really want to share out with everybody. You copy this whole URL at the top and then paste that on your business page. Okay, what that does is that's going to put a link directly to your website. So when people click on it and want to see more about that house, they're on your website, not on Zillow or Realtor.com. Type a little blurb. My favorite listing of the week. Things like that. Okay, so that's how you get traffic to your website. You want to add it on your social media pages, but then you also want to take listings and blog posts and properties from your website and share them out with the public to funnel people back there. Okay, I hope that helps with your general website setup. Let me know if you have any questions.